We back again with the boxing break, man. Y'all know we love the sport, man. It's a lot of things.
Keeping it alive, bro. We keeping it alive out here, man.
We took a little small hiatus when it was just a lot of just
online
soap operas and Twitter fingers and stuff, and a lot of fights wasn't happening. So we're
not there to argue on people's Twitter arguments.
Yeah, respectfully salute to everybody who's doing what they do, but we're not here to talk about just these guys what they ate for breakfast and everything like that. But it's been a lot of things going on and rumors that can lead to actual things and fights and things being made. So
we got to start it with the biggest thing. The Lomo and Shakur Stevenson. I mean, Tank is not happening. Lomo and Tank is not happening. Lomo like, nah, you gotta fight one of them young boys.
That boy ducking.
How y'all feel about that though?
Yeah, I mean,
it sounds like you
gotta feed that boy some bread.
I mean, like low-key,
little bread pieces. Yo.
But if you really think on it, outside of Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney, who was the guys that Lomo fought that was like, yo, this guy's a menace, yo?
Well, he fought Gary Russell early.
I'm not gonna hate
Gary Russell was great. He
fought Salido and lost to Salido like his third or fourth. Like it was early. People, I remember ESPN literally took the loss off his record when they showed the graphic. This is how much they try to do all of that type of stuff. That actually happened. He lost to Salido early, but he's and people who aren't well versed. I mean, we ain't got to explain who Salido was. Salido was a really good fighter back then, tough, hard fighter. But he's fought. I mean, he fought Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux should have never fought him at that weight, but people ducked Rigondeaux for years. We went through those names if you've been watching over the year.
Especially you.
We're not gonna get on to it, but yeah, I mean, against the bigger dudes that he lost, Tank was ready to.
He was about to fold. He was about to fold my man up. Yo, big laundry. He saw
3 rounds.
What Loma saw was
the brakes off that boy.
He saw how in shape my man was last time, and he's still in shape right now. He's still working out and doing things. That's horrifying.
Different right now.
Yo, an in shape prepared Tank is horrifying for everybody.
And he looking at how Tank did Frank Martin, because like that's why I want Frank to go out and fight a lot of guys, because like. Frank is doing a lot of people dirty, bro. A lot more people than what people think. Like, a lot of guys in that 135-ish range, 140 range, he'll do dirty. Like, so it's like, bro, Tank really just walked you down like it's a day in the park. Like,
yeah, his stalk name is crazy.
I think we spoke about it, whether it was the last episode or the one right before this. Like, Coach Kenny Ellis was like, he kept posting stuff. Yeah, Loma, he's on his tippy toe. Basically, like, he kept putting that little stuff in his body shot. He ain't ready. He kept posting stuff like, I think Loma was seeing that. I was like, oh, man.
Listen, man. Because those are tendencies you can't correct now. He's too late in his life to be doing stuff now. I mean?
Late 30s.
You can't tweak things like that.
He's like, yo, you got to think, though, like, a guy that was, like, in his late 30s, and it was like, yo, you got to fight Mike Tyson now in his prime. Like, they be like, yo, that's a fight I can dodge, yo. Absolutely. I don't want to take that
Unless
type
they
of
want the bread, though. The bread, right? That's why they was taking them Tyson's fights.
Because even with Devin Haney, right? Devin Haney was landing a lot of shots like he was landing shots. Like, that fight was pretty even the whole way. I do say Lomo had the upper hand in that fight.
He had the biggest round.
But
he was slapping.
I still feel like, yo, if you let Tank get in there with you, though, you're not gonna last.
Devin was hitting bad body shots. Yeah. You don't want Tank getting all the body shots.
Not at all. He's putting a knife in you. Yeah. You do not want that knife in you, though. You don't want that knife in you.
What was that last fight we watched where the guy had to stop at the end of the round, yo? It was a fight we just watched, yo. He was getting his body beat, bro. Like, I'm forgetting now. It was a recent fight, though.
Yeah. It don't matter though. Loma didn't want. He didn't want to
chill with the fam. So wasn't he just over there helping out with Ukraine in the situation?
He possibly was. I think Usyk was over there too.
Yeah.
Right?
So he got. Yeah. Just go chill, bro.
You don't want that headache.
You don't want to die, though.
So everybody keep talking about Shakur should try to fight Tank. Coming out of this one, and I just feel like, do we really feel like Shakur deserves the fight?
Yeah, why not?
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
I want him to.
I'm not one of them people, yo.
I'm tired of it, man. They didn't talk it up enough. Go ahead and fight.
Almost Shakur gotta fight somebody that's nice.
No, fam, fight him.
Nope.
He hasn't fought nobody at that level.
We passed that. We passed that.
He hasn't even fought nobody that was like that Gamboa when Gamboa was Gamboa level.
We passed that. The only person I said it would behoove them not to get an extra fight in, but I wouldn't say don't fight. Boots before he gotta fight Crawford, Ryan, because he hasn't had a lot of championship experience. But I'm not saying he got to fight 30 people. What's the name? Shakur's been in championship fight.
I feel like all Shakur got to fight is like a Ryan Garcia level, Frank Martin level.
Just so he could possibly lose. No, I'm not into that, yo. I'm not into stalling fights. He's 27 years old.
It's going to bring the ratings.
That's what I'm saying.
We coming to watch that.
You OG. You haven't tested yourself.
I'm tired of it. Put him in the ring.
You know what I like? They said, and we got to see whenever. I don't like that they put negotiations in public anymore, but I guess something will come out at some point because all these people talk. But just the offer has to come. But they said they do the fight.
I want it. I heard he's been quiet. I heard Shakur been shutting the hell up. He ain't said nothing.
He posted one meme, but that
I want it.
Sometimes that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes all the talking is what gets people to talk themselves out of the fight. Sometimes the quiet stuff is the good. That's how it used to work. Mm-hmm. And they said, listen, if it don't happen, basically they said it's on Shakur.
Yeah.
Is he going to duck like Lomachenko?
And shout out Coach Kenny off the Rise podcast, because they claim in the sparring session Tank already knocked one of Shakur's back teeth out. Like, and it was like
that's
one
hilarious.
of no.
Yo, that's hilarious.
No, but you got really think though. These are guys that are allowed in them sparring sessions, real Upton.
Yo, knock his back teeth out.
Gym guys,
funny in general.
And
it's just
I'm saying though, they was there at the sparring session.
We're not disputing that.
I'm not disputing.
So it's a different level of game that
I
got. I was like, wait, that already happened, and Shakur's tried to.
I don't like
that. That didn't happen.
I'm a fan. I get people doing that with the sparring, yo, but sparring is very hard for you to gauge what's happening.
Sparring talk over the last
you
couple
can't
years,
keep going off what you see in the sparring. I don't want to hear that just yet.
Passes because they real coaches that trained and raised Tank, and they were in under the tutelage of a different. Because they wouldn't have said nothing.
Just stop talking about sparring, though. That's the thing.
And respect to them, I got respect for them. So it's not a knock at them, but in general, even from them, for people who are well versed, respected, and put in a lot of years, I don't really want to hear it from nobody.
You're right.
Sparring shouldn't be.
We used to not.
Sparring is sparring.
We used to a sacred thing.
Unless somebody recorded something real quick, like every now and then they had Mike Tyson join or Muhammad, like real quick, but like it's so much sparring talk over the last couple. Just think about it, yo. Even 5 years ago, we didn't used to hear this much sparring talk.
Even Frank Martin.
Videos getting released every 5 seconds. It's crazy.
A crazy thing. Even with Frank Martin, he was saying he was getting the best of Tank in a sparring session.
It's sparring,
and
bro.
It's like, bro, you got dogs out there.
What you got to realize with sparring, depending upon when you catching these guys, they might not even be really going hard in there, and you going crazy.
You don't know. He going through your coach like, oh, you only working your left today.
Yeah, it's only
that stuff you working on.
But he don't know. Like, he coming at you with everything.
I can only use my left hand. I can only do.
Sometimes you're working exclusively on cutting the ring off.
Yeah, that's
you getting tagged with shots you normally wouldn't get tagged with. Sometimes you're trying to work off the back foot.
That's sparring.
Sometimes you're work on the inside. You just never know.
You're gonna get hit in sparring. I don't like it. Don't do it no more.
It's just too much talk. But long story longer. Like Shakur Stevenson, let that fight happen next. Shakur might not. Sometimes people might not do crazy numbers or be a pay-per-view person, but when you pair him up with the right person. The build up to this fight is gonna be crazy. You know they're gonna be talking reckless.
Absolutely.
No OD reckless.
They both crash out dummies from their cities, so they're gonna be going crazy.
It's gonna be reckless.
They're gonna be going wild.
No, but what's better is real quick. But Tank really be talking it up to promote. He's understood to talk it up to promote.
He's got it now. He's got the science.
He understands. He understands the game.
And he's been able to bully people a lot.
I think
it's been fun watching him bully people up.
You've been calling out the fight, but I think Tank should fight Teofimo Lopez, beat him up, and then it's like damn near like yo. Until you on a certain level,
fight Shakur, son.
We focused on Shakur.
Fight Shakur.
Stevenson
so
now.
He can get a lights out knockout. Focus crazy. Destroy that
Flash
man.
KO him like
and then we can get on to the next thing.
We are going to promote that fight right now. That's what I want to see.
I want to see it bad.
That, yo. That's what should be next, yo.
Yes.
Great promotions going to be on the way. Great talking. Excellent fight. And I'm going to keep it real. Based off especially what I've what I've seen from inside the ring, y'all already know I don't feel like Shakur is going to be able to do a lot of that.
Because Tank can cut the ring off, like you said.
But also, based off of what I've seen and how he's maneuvered and the emotions and the what's names, I don't think he's going to be mentally.
Yeah, he going to
once he starts. I don't think he's going to be ready.
I
don't think he's going to be ready when the fire really starts coming.
He's going to overthink it when he get tagged with that shot to the gut. You know what I mean? That joint hit, the knife hit you. You're going to be thinking a little bit. Like, I ain't never felt that before.
Tell him it's just human nature.
Or that uppercut slit through there. You didn't know that was coming through.
Did he do me that way?
You know what I mean? Now you looking.
Get caught with a crazy liver shot in the overhand right or left. Bow, bow, bow.
Fight over.
Also, like,
he backflipping off the top ropes. He don't have
his footwork. People, he's not overly slippery. He don't have super quick feet.
I'm excited.
Lateral, like just dancing around the ring. He's not going to be able to just. He do a lot of moving back like dog. I'm telling folks, I can't wait.
Shakur's my man.
He's distant,
not against Tank.
But that pressure is going to be crazy.
It's going to be crazy, and he's going to have to throw some shots at a certain point, and in the exchange, he can get dangerous. But he's a good combo puncher. Good counter puncher. So I'm not saying
it's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be interesting until
about 7 or 8. Like we always say, you know what I mean? Around that sweet spot.
I don't even think it's gonna be interesting that long. The thing that made me start doubting
doing that, yo, you gotta forget. You keep forgetting. I think he comes still from the Mayweather school of thinking, where they let the fights go at least 5 to 6 rounds. He comes from that
tutelage, but it's like you got.
They're not stopping fights early.
But Shakur was talking about the strength of the last dude he fought. Mm-hmm. Like Tank is like quadruple times stronger than bro.
That's another thing.
It's gonna be OD.
Quintuple times stronger than this man. He hit you with that shot that
he hit him with.
That's
the other
thing.
1,000 times stronger. Like yo, he catch you with a body shot and overhand left or right.
Shakur's moving up from a smaller division. Now he's gotten physically. He looks acclimated, but he's still a smaller guy at heart, and he's not able to hurt people. Now
I don't know if it was you. I don't know if it was you or Kamal that
Tank's not gonna be worried about anything he throws. That's why he's gonna walk him down.
Yo, I don't know whether it was you or Kamal that turned me over. Because y'all know I was a Shakur man for a long time. Like, and I still rock with Shakur. Shakur nice, but like, it was either you or Kamal that told me like, yo, since he came up from 130 to 135, he don't press folks like that. Like. Everything Shakur had before that was TKOs. He was beating folks so bad. It was like, yo, we got to stop the fight. Now he like, yo, his power hit my arm, and I was like, no. I'm like, yo, you was fighting Ricky Bobby.
That fight got
nemesis.
Yeah,
you was fighting Ricky Bobby nemesis. My man said Ricky Bobby is a nice man. Yo, like, come on, Shakur, yo, you shouldn't be running from him, yo.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Ricky Bobby nemesis.
Yo, you
crazy.
Can't. Yo, you was running from
mad
Sasha Baron.
Yo was running from Borat. Yo, he was dipping from Borat. Borat was walking him down.
Whole time he got some mowing him.
Oh man, yo. But yeah, it's gonna be.
It needs to happen so we can just get this over.
That fight got the potential to look grisly.
It does.
It's got the potential to be a fight
I think 6
everybody
rounds, yo, he gonna be cooked.
It's got the potential for people to everybody. Oh, this could be this or that, and then we leave out potentially like the Crawford Spence fight. I'm just saying it got that type of potential where you gonna have a lot of people like, yo, what the heck did we just watch?
Yeah, like that just hurt my feelings.
What did we just watch, yo?
Yeah. I'm excited. Man.
Yeah,
and then obviously next week we got the Bud card for
Stack card.
It's going to be crazy. We've been talking about it on here for a minute.
Is that like 6 fights? Is it? How many? 5 fights?
Yeah,
it's like 5 fights.
Rack of them, yo.
What weight class is Bud fighting at again?
54.
54.
Yeah, about to capture another title at 54. Yeah.
I think it's going to be harder.
I think he's gonna.
Know what I think it's gonna be like? I think it's gonna be like Benavidez when he beat the brakes off of him. It was undeniable, but it's like, yo, he is much bigger than me, and I'm just going up.
We'll see, Mike.
I'm just going up crazy.
We'll see, yo.
I'm not.
Well,
putting
yeah,
anything past Bud
the way
again.
he did Terrence
We'll
Crawford,
see.
we can't put it against
I'm not
him.
putting anything past Bud again in my
Yeah,
life.
we'll
yo.
see,
I did
yo.
that one time.
His power is
I'll never
crazy.
do it again.
It's just that weight, that continual weight elevation.
His
with me
power
is
been
big.
translating,
It's been translating
yo,
up
like
every time.
He reminded me of Roberto Hands of Stone, yo,
He just
Duran,
knocking
yo.
people's
He
heads
just
off, bro.
his power
right.
just keep moving up weight classes with him, yo.
And he's dangerous.
You gotta look at his frame, yo. Like not trying to get like, but his shoulders, his arm length. He's got like.
He
There's
know
a
how
lot
to.
of things he got like that.
He know how to. His
According-
foot placement is a lot of his footwork is crazy.
Crazy,
So
yeah.
like that's what really helps.
His timing
So he
with his
knows
shots.
exactly where to throw his
And
punches.
that's
I-
already ultra instinct. But according to the Rise podcast individuals that's like really in the boxing world, they say at his regular weight he walk around like to like at like 170 anyway.
I
So
know
it's
that.
like-
I know a lot of people.
I didn't know that.
I don't gotta be.
Most
I know this
humans.
by now.
I didn't know that.
Most
yo.
humans gonna
He
do
talking
that.
about how the last fight when they was like Earl was struggling for the weight. He was like, y'all think it's easy for me? He's like, dog. And after the fight, when they was I seen an interview with him. He was like, I'm seeing him talking about it. He was like, dog.
I'm
They was
just
like, how do you?
locked in.
They was like, how do
I'm
you
more
feel?
locked in.
They was like, how do you feel about how do you feel after the fight? You know, because you know he took a beating, but how do you feel? He was like, you know, I'm a little sore, but he was like, I'm mostly sore because my body's stretching.
Yeah.
You know, because one, you gotta get down to that weight, but also he was like, yo, he wasn't comfortable at 47 after a while, but that's because he was building up for years because he knew he was going to have to fight a physically strong fighter or whatever. So he was building up for that. But like that's why I'm like Terrence Crawford, yo, he been putting in. They're just smart.
If
the
he
camp
beat-
is smart and he's smart. They doing the conditioning, all that stuff is they just doing it the right way, dog. Like
If
and
he
stays
is-
working out and in the gym, so his muscle memory is crazy. He don't get out of shape like a lot of these fighters.
What's his name? Madrima, whatever his name is, the guy that he's fighting. If he beat him up like Errol Spence, that's crazy to go up a weight division and then dominate somebody like that
He's
again,
done it.
yo.
He keeps doing it, bro. He just keeps
That's
doing
scary.
We
bro.
do gotta see because he's going. It is another weight, so you gotta see.
Because you saw what
I think he puts him
Benavidez, like Benavidez was getting
He's
active,
Ukrainian,
beating
though,
the
right,
brakes
though?
off, yo.
Homie
But it
that
was
he's
like,
fighting?
something
yo,
like that. I
I
believe.
think he might be
So, could
Ukrainian.
wrong, but I think
I don't want to put the wrong country
Yeah.
on him,
because
but they tough.
Benavidez go to his last fight? Was that
75.
Yeah, so like you remember he was beating the brakes off the dude, but it's like, yo, I just
That
don't
was
have the power to.
That guy was
chip
tough
him.
though, man.
You
You
can't
feel
knock
me?
everybody out either.
You right.
Like, shoot. Since you mentioned Benavidez, matter of fact, you know what? Let's just go. Let's go.
I set myself up, yo.
That boy Canelo is fighting.
Another duck.
Let me read
Throw
this
them
name.
breadcrumbs out there.
And we all watch boxing.
Nalo, you gotta
I-
stop doing this to me, bro.
When
This
I-
is a legacy fight.
Big bread.
And I know somebody gonna be like, oh, you don't know that. I'm like, dog, I watch a lot. I had to be like, who? Maybe I seen him in passing or something like that, but I was like, it's very rare that I'm like, I don't.
No, when you
this
said
name
like
don't come. It's
Berlanga or
very
something, like, it was a
rare. This,
random,
like a
I'm
person
like,
doesn't
bro.
come up to mind. Like
Fire.
Edgar Berlanga.
Fire.
What?
My boy out here just doing anything now.
What?
Right, nigga, did nobody. He said a nobody.
On the
Scared, bro.
on the Spanish whatever weekend, September 14th, they lock in that date and Cinco de Mayo weekend. So I immediately, I'm like, let me go look this dude up. I'm seeing the joint say highlights of a fight, and they show a good portion of it. I'm like, where are the highlights?
What Nalo don't realize is like, yo, if you fight Benavidez, win, lose, or draw, that's a legacy fight, and you could just end your career.
Hold on,
regardless.
respectfully, we're gonna get.
He
to
had
the fight.
all low
Let
lights.
me talk
yo.
about
That's
Edgar real
mad
quick.
funny, son. All low
So
lights.
I'm
is
watching,
hilarious.
and what I surmise from the, sometimes you could watch 5 to 10 minutes and get a good summary of multiple what's the names. Some things, lazy jab, lunging, wide shots,
Sleep.
decent hand speed, not great footwork, footwork. Wide, I mentioned it, wide shots, and a looping lazy straight, like a kind of looping lazy kind of like overhand right.
I don't like it.
The lazy jab was like,
boy gonna get one of
like
them.
the leaning out.
One of them signature
He look
feint.
like Kip at
I see the
Rex Bond
uppercut.
Duplass.
He going to
I
one
scored
of them
a body
signature
shot.
feint joints. Ugh.
It's gonna be bad. And
Sleep.
and the thing is, he's not like he's a compact fighter like Canelo, so it'd be hard to kind of get to certain places. No, he's at that right perfect size, height wise, and Mike.
It's right on the inside.
I seen things I didn't like. This is gonna be nasty, yo.
Gonna sleep that
Unless Canelo all of a sudden just become an old man in the ring.
I want Canelo to yo. The way I look at it, like for Mexico alone, because y'all Mexican, bro. This is the biggest fight of y'all lineage. Period, bro. This could be the biggest fight, the face of boxing fight, yo. I'm serious. If Canelo and Benavidez really bought in and Benavidez was the young guy taking over the throne, it'd be almost like some WWE when The Rock came in there and took over. Like, yo, it literally is so big, and it's like, yo, Nello, if win, lose, or draw, like if Nello got the brakes beat off of him like Earl Spence, you're still a Hall of Famer. You still don't have to do much. You fought Gennady Golovkin in his prime 3 times. Like, yo, you don't have to do all that extra shit.
You know what I like is Benavidez standing tall, yo. He said he coming after them Cinco de Mayo dates. He like, I'm the captain now. That's the type of time and he said he's staying at 175. He like, I'm not chasing him no more. And he going after the dates. He trying to tell Canelo you gonna move to the side.
Fight you. Yeah, I get that from Benavidez side. It's just I'm a Canelo stan.
If Canelo, the way Canelo looking and fighting this guy, if Benavidez get the right opponent, yo, and if the fans start looking, I've seen a lot of fans,
and
especially
you
from
keep
over
letting this dude Benavidez fight at 175, bro. He gonna dog you. You saw what Bivol did. Like, bro, if you can't let somebody naturally get bigger, fight him now, yo, before he used to and is accustomed to fighting dudes that big.
It's too late. What they're about
last fight, that's what I was talking about with Benavidez when he was cracking him crazy combos, but he couldn't knock him out. Like, yo, fight him now before he gets too strong, yo.
What they're gonna try to do is they're gonna try to match up a really good opponent, like a big name opponent, I believe. So that people could just go, I want to see that fight. Unless Canelo fights Terrence Crawford. They're going to have to pull something crazy like that, which would have people naturally just say, hey, listen, Canelo don't want to fight him. It's going to start turning folks. I told you this. I've seen a lot of great Mexican
Crawford
fighters.
Is at 54 right now, yo.
That's
yo.
If they meet at a catch weight, it don't matter who anybody fight, that people going to want to see that fight. But I've seen a lot of great Mexicans who don't necessarily love Canelo. Some people say it hate, some people say it's constructive criticism, and I've seen some of the fans over there kind of looking like, so all they got to do with Benavidez is match him up well. If Canelo don't have a great match, they're going to start owning that weekend. They're going to start owning them weekends. They're going to try to force, it's either move out the way or it's either get out the way or get ran over. That's what they're going to try to do and try to either get him to force him or listen, I'm the next wave. Like so they playing it, positioning it right. He said he want the winner of Bivol or Benavidez next.
Okay.
And if that is the fight, well, yeah, if that is the fight, because I think he said he want to get one more at the end of the year, and then that fight, because you know he like to stay active, Cinco de Mayo weekend, if he gets Benavidez or Bivol for undisputed light heavyweight, you're going to have to pull off the Terrence Crawford. You're going to have to pull off something crazy to not get that date.
To be honest, though, like, if Benavidez beats Bivol or Benavidez, he don't gotta fight Canelo no more. Like, yo, you fought heavier dogs, bro. Like, you don't. Like, Canelo is losing his opportunity.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
That's exactly what.
Because if you beat one of these dudes, it's over. Like, yo, you're not even.
But that's exactly what.
Yeah, that's what. Because Bivol beat you up already.
That's
and yeah, like, he's cooked.
Go
fight Benavidez, please, yo. For me, yo, I stuck with you.
He's not gonna fight that.
He's hitting the Detroit. That's the round.
Yo, I was an African American male in a basement filled with African American males watching you fight Floyd, yo, and I was the only fan of you, yo. Buck up.
Oh man, I seen there's two things left. Danny Garcia. This came out today. I think they said reportedly on the Canelo undercard. I found it interesting, but it was like Lara, because he has like the WBA middleweight championship, and I forgot about that. Here's Lonnie Lara fighting Danny Garcia for it.
I forgot about Danny Garcia
because he don't fight.
Yeah, Danny Garcia probably hasn't fought in like 3 years.
But it was so crazy. Is Danny? We know him for 140, 147, and then he jumped up to 54, and was like, I don't think he needed to do that. but he's fighting at 160 now.
Damn.
Like, yo, he was barely at 154.
Know what that is? That's that I was out of shape for a minute, and
what
I'm
it
trying to
sound like,
trim
bro.
up and fight real
That's
quick
what
and
it
get this
sound like,
money real
bro.
quick.
Damn it, man. I hope he don't get.
Nah, Danny
The
not
only-
like that. Danny, after Danny lost to Keith Thurman, yo, he lost my love, yo, because
Lara's
I really
old.
bet
That's the
money
only
against
reason
him.
I'm like, because Lara is old.
That was like 2013 or 14.
But
when he
Danny
fought,
is, what,
Keith
5'8"?
Thurman.
He come from a low weight class. Like, we never seen him at 160.
About to see. My
That's
man
gonna be
might get his
interesting,
head
bro.
knocked off, or he might do his thing.
I don't think Danny could do it because he never had the crazy punch power.
Yeah,
No, he did at,
Yeah, he
at,
did.
four, at 40 for sure. And
He
then
was putting people
47,
down.
it was a little difficult, but he was cracking people, but he wasn't putting people out.
40.
54, we didn't see much. And then 60, I don't know if it's translating.
Bro,
I don't think it's
that's what we
translating to
just
60.
said.
yo.
That
Not
was
to 60.
3 weight classes above
Not
where
to
he was
60
knocking niggas out.
60 is wild. I
Nah,
don't
but Terrence
think-
Crawford been knocking people out at every.
He's
130 all the
different.
way up. But that's what we
He's
saying.
bare as Goku.
That's why I'm not
level,
doubting
like,
Crawford.
Yo, that's
yo, like,
different, yo. That's different.
every
No
weight
doubt.
class he went up. I
That's
think he
why
knocked
I-
everybody out at 47.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody at 47 he knocked out. Every person.
crazy.
And he fought good names. So he literally, as he's been getting older and he been knocking people out.
He's built for this,
before.
though.
He's turning
definitely
into
gonna knock
Darius.
somebody out.
He just meditates for 6 hours a day and just go knock people out.
He destroyed.
He lives the boxer's lifestyle. We always talk about that. But Danny
They
Garcia,
definitely
Lara,
say he a gym rat.
I'm very interested in that because I don't really even know what to expect. at
Me
that
neither.
point.
I'm hyped. Actually,
I'm
A little bit.
looking
Like
forward
it.
to
I
it.
feel like it's gonna be like lackluster. They
No,
will
I'm
see
right.
this
I want to
shit.
see.
I just
I
wanna
ain't
see
see
y'all.
Danny in a
I want
while.
to see where they both stand because
Wait,
Laura, I like Laura.
And 160. Danny Garcia is what, 5'4"?
5'8", I
5'8".
think.
5'8". All right, so yeah, that makes
5'4".
sense.
God dang,
I be trying to think of like my weight.
He ain't that tiny.
Yeah.
But it should be interesting. And last thing, I
Maybe he might be. I don't know. Height thing. You gotta get that right.
I did not like.
Nah, I was way under.
I did not like what I saw, but sometimes they be getting down like that from a lot of stuff we see. Did y'all see Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis basically begging Ryan Garcia for a fight? And he was still kind of like sunning them. It was such a
It was sad
bad
to see,
look.
man.
It was embarrassing. Then he like,
The youth, man, they don't know what they look like when they do that kind of
what?
stuff.
That
Keyshawn,
looked
get away from Shakur,
crazy.
yo.
Gotta
You actually could be
And if
a
you
dog,
told
yo.
them that looked crazy, they would
They gonna
probably
get
curse
mad.
you out.
Yeah.
call-
Yeah, fuck
that
you,
was a
old
crazy
ass
look.
nigga.
Lame-ass,
Especially
broke-ass
after the
nigga.
Ryan thing just
Lame-ass
happened.
old nigga.
Especially after the Ryan thing just happened. I'm not even trying to chop it up with him. And then he dictating the terms. They like, well, I'll fight you at 140. He's like, nah, I'll fight you at 44. 44? All right, I'll do. I'm like, yo. He was laughing at them all the time. I'm like, yo, this is so embarrassing, yo.
There's his son.
They wasn't raised under a certain tutelage and a certain cloth, yo. You can
I
tell.
don't even.
They're
I
just
don't-
young.
It's just bad.
It's a
They young.
different
It's
cloth
just
these young boys
bad.
brought under. Cause like the way I look at it, like with both of them, Keyshawn and Shakur, yo, y'all are decorated fighters that can
I don't
get
like
these
to look
fights
at
if
it
you
like
work
that,
at
though.
it.
You gotta remember, how old are they? How old is
They in their mid-20s.
Yeah, Shakur
Oh, they mid
27.
25?
Shakur
Oh, never mind.
27.
They ain't no
Nah,
excuse.
No,
I think
Keyshawn
Keyshawn
probably
like
like
24,
23,
25.
24.
And
Maybe
still ain't no
24,
excuse. I
25,
don't want to
yeah.
hear it.
They
Then.
young
No
as
I
hell.
thought they was like 22, 23 years old. Never mind. That's dead.
That's
y'all almost got away.
Yeah, you be under it. I'm like,
I almost let y'all get away with that. That was
Keyshawn's
my
25.
bad. Not my
Yeah.
bad. And you got
These dudes
three
are not
brothers.
as young.
know
They're not
Keyshawn
as young
was
as
that
you
old.
think anymore. That's why I'm like, get these fights started. Like
Yeah.
these dudes are not. You like
It's been
time
years, though.
flies.
You gotta realize how
so
long
you be
it's
like
been.
thinking of Keyshawn when he was 19. Like time flies. You thinking about
I
Shakur
need
is
Shushu to
2021.
come up and shot
Time
everybody.
flies,
Abdullah
dog.
Mason and Shushu Smith Carrington. I want
These
you
are
to
the
come
guys.
up
There
with
was some
all
things
these
Carrington said that I didn't like about stalling out
It
fights.
was
but I don't
weird,
like that.
bro. Shushu hurt my feelings.
Please,
with that. I thought
Abdullah,
he was
be
a
the
real-
one that don't be on his path.
Shoo said.
He was like, I don't think that basically the tank fight they should stall it out and build it. I'm like, oh my, why? This is why you guys aren't as popular as you should be. You gotta fight each other,
like,
yo.
You gotta scrap.
You gotta
with
build
the
with
guys.
other dudes. Like like everybody thinks I'm gonna stall out.
They
Like I
want
keep
that
saying,
O.
prime example is they tried to do the Mayweather Pacquiao, Bud and Spence, and it's like no. Sometimes trilogies makes fights. That fight, even though they made bread and it did well, that fight didn't do nowhere near the numbers it could have did because they kept stalling it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people got fed up, and it was just like a build-up that was just like, y'all don't have history of together at all, really. They could have made potentially way more money in a trilogy, potentially, if anyone won back and forth, or just in a two-fight deal. If they'd have fought younger, maybe you don't have to fight back to back to back to. Maybe you get a fight in between and then fight the person.
And
that's how you build up until you get to the third fight. That fight should have been a fight that did at least 1.5.
Yeah. And with
by
the
this
young,
time. Instead
with
of,
the
I think the
young
numbers
dudes
like
don't
600,000. Like that's nothing. Like that should have been $1 million buy fight minimum.
Yeah.
Stop doing this. You're actually killing yourselves, yo. Like you have to fight each other, and that's why dudes get quote unquote exposed, or people get shocked when they lose to people.
True.
It's like you thought they were something because they weren't fighting each other. He was never really that good. He never fought the other guys, or they never fought each other. We don't know how good these guys are until they fight each other, yo.
And what the young guys don't realize is like, yo, if you lose against the top talent and you the top talent, if you come back and win, you'll be that much bigger, bro. Like, yo, you remember them fights where somebody got the best of somebody, and then it's like, yo, he come back, rematch him, and he wins.
That's what I'm
definitively.
saying.
Like, yo, that'll put you at a higher level than all of the decorated guys. Like, you don't have to have an unstained record.
I've been preaching.
If it's a bunch of nice guys in your weight class.
I've been preaching for, I don't know, maybe closing in on a decade. Bring back trilogies, yo.
Yeah.
Please, man. Like, golly, yo. All of this one fight, PBC dudes. So I mentioned before, I don't want to get it because we wrap it up, but it's so many fights that were good fights and we never saw a second fight.
Yeah.
Stop this one fight stuff. Like, please stop it, yo. Like, but yeah.
Yeah. Another Boxing Break episode, man. Tap in. Let us know how you feel.
Mm-hmm.